is going on, New Japan Pro Wrestling fans? It's Coop here to give you your Day 4 review of the G1 Climax 29, and I just got done watching it myself. I had to, for those who are unaware right now, make sure you push that subscribe button and push the like button if you like New Japan Pro Wrestling reviews. I'm one of the guys out there that wants to start doing them for you guys, and just because I enjoy watching it quite a lot. If it's your first time here, my name is Coop. I'm a stand-up comedian. You can go check out some of my stand-up comedy available for free, available on my Patreon page at patreon.com/CoopTheComedian. You can thank my Patreon fam for allowing me to give you guys free stand-up comedy content. But in the meantime, I like doing podcasts where things I like doing, right? And one of them is New Japan. I mean, this weekend was a big weekend for wrestling fans. You know, there was a lot of wrestling. There was Saturday morning, early morning. It was G1 Climax, day 3. And then there was, I think the Evolve event happened, which I didn't see that. And then there was the AEW Fight for the Fallen. And the last one was WWE Extreme Rules. So, oh yeah, and then this morning I had to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and try and catch up with Day 4 of New Japan Pro Wrestling for G1 Climax. So it was a very crazy time to be a wrestling fan. I want to thank anybody that's in the chat room right now. I want to thank shout out to Indigo Crystal that's in there, my Patreon fan. A big shout out to my Patreon fan like Brent Chapman, the Unfancy the Podcast, the Voice of Urban, and J-Man. Thank you, boys. Who else out there can I give a shout out to? Jim Kays. I've got to give a shout out to Jim Kays, my man out there. What else? Vito of Doom, Ray Sean, Ray Sean has been getting into cooking videos lately, so it's really cool that my Patreon fam is starting to put out their own videos that we can all check out as well. Who else did I miss? JP Paker from the Cold Bone Show, gotta give a shout out to him. Who else? Artist CRD and Dr. Satch. Thank you so much. You can go check out Artist CRD. She has some amazing paintings that are available if you guys want to purchase them. Who else did I miss? Jennifer Weddle. Thank you very much, Jennifer, our newest Patreon fam. And did I miss Mellow Yellow? I gotta give a shout out to my fellow Marble Olympics fan member, Mellow Yellow. What's up, Mellow Yellow? And anybody out there like Nigel James? I forgot to mention him as well. Thank you very much, Nigel. Did I miss anybody else? If I did, my apologies, but if you guys want to get these kind of mentions, go to patreon.com/CoopTheComedian. Sign up for as little as $1 a month. Really helps out, and you can check out some things behind the features, including some of my stand-up sets. I'm starting to lower that from $5 to $1. That goes for the older comedy sets. And then you guys can check out my cannabis show behind the paywall. It's called Taste the Strain. Got about 2 seasons done of that. You guys can go check it out. It was a lot of fun doing the second season because it was in high quality. And basically it's just me testing cannabis strains. So it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, and so I'm just hustling here doing podcasts, and New Japan Pro Wrestling reviews have been quite a hit for me lately. I'd like to personally thank everybody who tuned into the Day 3 review for a total of 360 views, and it's going up. So these reviews are starting to get a lot of views for me. So I thank each and every one of you who tunes into this. Shout out to Sarah, who's in the chat room as well, live. Shout out to Sarah. Indigo, I got an upper respiratory infection. Oh my goodness, Sarah. I hope you have a speedy recovery. I have to go to. I have to speed this up myself, actually, with this review, because I'm actually going to see physiotherapy today. It is my first day of physiotherapy when it comes to my feet having plantar fasciitis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm expecting when I go into physiotherapy. So it's gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'm going to go in there. If it's gonna be like really painful or anything like that, but hopefully not. Other than that, so I just want to thank everybody who's been tuning into these New Japan Pro Wrestling reviews. Over 360 views in the day 3 review. Thank you very much. That's including both the combination of YouTube and Periscope together. So, this morning I just got done watching day 4 of New Japan Pro Wrestling, and we might as well. I might as well just give my thoughts on this card. It didn't really stick out to me as one of the most exciting days that they've had so far of the past 3. I still, to me, day 1 was flat out so exciting. There were so many great matches in day 1. To me, still the standout match has been Lance Archer versus Will Ospreay. It's just, that match was just so fun for me to watch. But there was some surprises that happened in tonight's review. There was the Taichi Naito match. You know, it's it was, I mentioned in the day 3 review if Taichi kind of teased him bringing out the Iron Fist, that he hasn't brought that out since February, or has not been seen. The Iron Fist has not been seen since Iizuka retired. So for those who are unaware, what's going on, Taichi is holding this Iron Fist. There was this member with them that was named Iizuka. He retired, and he left his Iron Claw or Iron Fist in the ring. Taichi wanted to say, "Hey, you left this behind. You should take this with you." So he said, "No, you just do whatever." And then Taichi kept it. So he's been teasing for a long time about this Iron Claw being in this blue bag. I thought it was going to be completely something different. I thought it was going to be black powder that goes with the black Mephisto look kind of thing. So just like black powder, in the eyes kind of thing. I thought that would be instead of it being an Iron Claw, it turned into dust, and it turned into the Mephisto powder or something like that. But no, inside this blue bag, whatever they carry, it's like some kind of cast or something like that. Taichi pulled out this Iron Fist and teased to the world that it's still in there. So that was a key factor in tonight's match with Naito and Taichi. The other match, I mean, what other things stuck out to me in this one? I don't know. It's like this one didn't really stick out as much as the other ones, right? So I think I've got the wrong lineup here. There we go. I was looking at Sunday's lineup where it was Tanahashi versus Kenta. I'm still surprised that Kenta beat Tanahashi, but all right. So I do have the proper lineup here. The first match they had was it was actually due to an injury. I think with Will Ospreay is dealing with a neck injury right now. So they're not quite sure what his status is, but if he's not able to compete on Thursday, then Kota Ibushi will actually get a win, and Will Ospreay have to forfeit. So unfortunately, this match was with Will Ospreay did not happen, but it was changed around. So the first match of the night was Yota Tsuji and Shota Umino, which is the 2 young lions that they have there, against Jushin Thunder Liger and Kota Ibushi. It was a nice little showing by the young lions going against Jushin Thunder Liger a bit, but Kota Ibushi showed a couple of new moves I saw in there. You know, he did a couple of new things I saw. I noticed he likes that one-legged crab. He did the same thing as Carl Fredericks did. One-legged, if you sit down in that one-legged Boston crab and sit down on their head, that's a devastating submission. So Kota Ibushi, I think with the win over Tsuji, I think by a tap out. Can't remember who it was that tapped out. Second match we had was Ren Narita, one of the young lions, with Toa Hanare and Tamaki Honma against the trio of the Los Ingobernables de Japón members of Bushi, Sonata, and Evil. This one was I didn't really care for this too much, but it was the after match that was important to know. So after their match, they usually do Los Ingobernables de Japón. They usually do their little fist bump inside the ring. That did not happen. Bushi slowly walked out of the ring because he didn't know there was a lot of tension between Evil and Sonata going into their matchup next. Bushi gets out of the ring. Then Evil and Sonata just look like they're walking away from each other and they're going to go separate sides. Sonata goes his way and just about to exit the ring. Evil is the one that actually goes after Sonata and tries right away going everything is evil on Sonata, and then Sonata reverses, tried doing a cold skull on him, reverse, and then tensions arise between the two. There's a lot of talk about Evil. If he's the commentators out there are saying that he might be switching groups. So I guess he might be shopping, is what they're saying. That was the most important thing to know, is that what is the outcome going to be after the match between Evil and Sonata? Are they still gonna give a fist bump to each other? But from what the announcer said, Evil wants to take over everything. He wants everything. He wants the championship. Sonata is more like the cool, calm guy. It's just like whatever, right? So that was really important for everybody to notice. Third match, we have the this one was actually pretty good. I like this match. We had the LA Dojo Young Lions of Carl Fredericks and Clark Connors with Kenta and Hiroshi Tanahashi against Suzuki-gun members of Yoshinobu Katamaru, Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and Zack Sabre Jr. Now the end result, I think it was Bullet Club that got the victory in this one. After the match, it was a little bit of fighting going on. Zack Sabre Jr. is going against Tanahashi in his next match, so he was keeping him in a submission hold for quite some time. Kenta is going to be against Lance Archer. So that is going to be really interesting because I don't think Kenta is going to beat Lance Archer. And Lance Archer has looked superb so far. If he beat Bad Luck Fale and he beat Will Ospreay, he could go all the way. So I don't think he's going to beat Okada, though. I think that's going to be his one problem. He runs into the champion. He thinks that he's going to beat him, and Okada is probably going to beat him. I'm really liking the Young Lions from the LA Dojo. Carl Fredericks took a beating from Minoru Suzuki today. Minoru Suzuki, when you're in the ring with him, you better hope you don't get bloodied up, because he's always a fight. Then after the match, I think it was so Kenta, I guess, is still trying to. Actually, during the match, Kenta tried going for a tag. Tanahashi was calling for a tag. Kenta's in the ring, and he looks like he's about to tag Tanahashi, but then fakes it, tags one of the Young Lions instead. So the crowd was a little bit like, ooh, kind of thing, because obviously Tanahashi didn't shake Kenta's hand after the match. From their bout, but after this bout, Kenta tried helping Tanahashi up because he was pretty badly beaten up from Zack Sabre Jr. So Kenta is still trying to, but it's gonna take some time. And the announcers did a good job mentioning to us that Tanahashi and everybody else is looking at Kenta as a guest more than an actual roster spot. So maybe that's what they're trying to do, is Kenta needs to prove his spot inside. Then we had a tag team match between Yoshihashi and Kazuchika Okada versus Bad Luck Fale and Chase Owens. I can't remember. I think it was Okada getting the pinfall over Chase Owens with a Rainmaker. You know, Chase Owens, it looked like that package pile driver's deadly. That's probably one of the most deadliest finishers out there still. The package pile driver. But yeah, that was an okay match. Didn't really see any like big things that happened in that one. I just noticed that Chase Owens is a really good tag team partner. That's what everybody's trying to feed the story to you. Is it's just this history of him being a great tag team partner. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so now we get into the actual B block matches that happened here. So the first matchup, Shingo Takagi versus Toru Yano. And this match didn't go too long. It looked like it went longer than the Yano and Naito match. Yano tried doing his little surprises. I can't remember, but I think it was somebody. I think somebody tried interfering. I think it was Bushi that came out for Shingo Takagi. Yeah, I think it was Bushi. He helped distract the referee, which gave Shingo Takagi the win over Yano. Can't remember how the pinfall happened, but I just know Shingo Takagi gets his win over the goober of Toru Yano. Why is a 1-800 number calling me? Anyways. Next match we got here, the Juice Robinson versus Hiroki Goto. That was a great match. You know, I like it. Hiroki Goto and Juice Robinson, they put up one hell of a fight. And the surprise, Juice Robinson gets his second victory of the G1 Climax. Hiroki Goto, after him beating up Jay White, going and losing to Juice Robinson. Wow, like they are really pushing Juice far in this one, because that was a hell of a fight between those two. And if Juice Robinson with his first two wins are against Shingo Takagi and Hiroki Goto, that's impressive. And you gotta watch out for that left-handed god. That's the haymaker that gets him the win, I guess. So good showing by both guys. And boy, Hiroki Goto's looking so good now. When he went to that LA dojo, he's looking a lot more leaner. He's just looking more healthier. All right, then we got the U.S. guys going against each other. Jon Moxley against Jeff Cobb, and that was, you know what? That was more. It wasn't really more of wrestling. It was just kind of brawling, right? Like Jeff Cobb has been in some wars the last few nights, right? Jon Moxley got the win with a Death Rider DDT while hanging Jeff Cobb off the second rope. I was actually surprised. That didn't look like it was a strong enough DDT to put him away. That just looked like a basic stalling DDT. That didn't look like his butterfly DDT. That's what surprised me about the ending of that match. So, Jon Moxley with 2 wins in his G1 Climax debut right away. We get to the co-main event between Tomohiro Ishii versus Jay White, and this was a war. Yeah, it was a war. It was a good match, and Tomohiro Ishii came out the victory over Jay White with a brainbuster after Gato tried getting in the match multiple times, but in the end, it was just a back and forth right into the end. Ishii just outpowered Jay White for most of the match, and Jay White goes down 2 losses in this G1. And then the final match, Tetsuya Naito versus Taichi, as Taichi was playing dirty most of this match. You know, a couple low blows happen. And I'm surprised. Okay, so how it happened is I think they both low blowed each other. Naito got a low blow after Taichi low blowed him. But this is the most important thing. It was the ref that was getting knocked down a bunch of times, and then Taichi getting an advantage and getting the iron claw out, finally able to use it on Naito, and getting the victory over the winless Tetsuya Naito. Taichi gets the last word of the evening, talks to the crowd. I have no idea what he says, but I did notice that that in his post match the day before, Taichi mentioned that Naito thinks he's a follower in that. Well, now that Taichi has beaten Naito, what does that make Naito? Does that make him the follower now? So that is your G1 Climax Day 4 review. I want to thank everybody who's been tuning in here live. I want to thank everybody who's been supporting the reviews. Shout out to anybody that's been in the live chat, from Indigo Crystal and Sarah Small. Make sure everybody, if you guys want to support me, go check out patreon.com/Coop the Comedian. $1 a month will help you. Will help help me, and well, it just goes towards something fun, and it really supports me doing things I want to do. So patreon.com/Coop the Comedian. Have a great day, everybody.